Good afternoon. That one's all right, the beginning of that, but it doesn't give you a countdown to when I'm actually going to be live. So, or, yeah. But who doesn't like bubbly looking things, right? We can put there. All right. I'm done. I see no live. Here I am. I'm live. I'm alive. I'm alive. You know, one of my favorite bands is live. Dion Miller at live.com. I got my favorite email. I've had that email for, I love it when families like, oh, give me your email. I'm like, I've had the same email for 30 years. Okay. Same. It's the same. The phone number hasn't changed. My mom used to write my phone number in pencil. She would not commit to putting my phone number in pen in her address book because I moved so much. This was before, right? Like, let's say I moved from Littleton to Thornton. You wouldn't be able to take your number with you. No, you'd have to have a totally different phone number for your home service because it wouldn't follow the NXX rules. So, anyway, you have no idea how much easier it is with that. So, yay, convenience. I was talking to Pastor Marcia yesterday about convenience. The more convenient your life is, the less power you have over your own life. It's true. Got an nest? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Welcome to Daily Trudge. We're going to be talking about something a little different. I have a feeling that my fellow alcoholics are going to understand this one. But welcome to the Daily Trudge. My name is Dion. Dion. Right? I was named after a man named Dion Bonaducci. He was the lead singer of Dion and the Belmonts, sang such hits as Runaround Sue, The Wanderer. If you're here, please say hello, whether you're watching the live or the rewatch. I was also born the same day Jimi Hendrix died. Some little facts about me. All right. Those are some neat facts about me. We're going to cover some other facts that aren't so good feeling. All right. Now I want a lava lamp. Oh, the beginning. Yeah, it was a lava lamp. Thank you. I'm only 3 minutes behind. There must be a really big fucking lag on YouTube or something. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? So, I didn't have, a lot of you already know this, but I think it bears repeating. I just didn't have many friends when I was growing up. I know I look like I've shown you pictures and I look like a sweet, innocent kid, but I wasn't. I was evil. I was, man. I just didn't look at life the way that everybody else did. I don't know that oh, or the lava lamp. Okay. Uh, you know, um, and there were many people that didn't pick on me. I included my parents. Oh, what's wrong with them now? What's your problem now? I was so tired of hearing that I just started solving my own problems. I just didn't talk to my parents about it. They were too busy. Right? They didn't give. They didn't really care. Well, buck it up, Dion. Life's rough. You're gonna have to deal with it. Yeah. Adelaide, which I thought was pretty cool. That's how I learned how to talk like a pirate. Arg. Arg with me, mateys. So, you know, National Talk Like a Pirate Day is September 19th. Just to let you know. It's the day after my birthday. It's the only reason I know it. Uh, with a bedwetter, I was 12. Okay. Um, I had speech impediments. There was just always something wrong with Dion. You know, and they made, you know, I didn't grow up the same way. Even though I lived in the same house as my brothers and sisters, I did not grow up in the same home as my brothers and sisters. I was treated differently, and I knew this from the beginning. I knew this from the I knew that I knew that my older brother was the favorite from, you know, before my, even before my other brothers and sisters were born. You know, he was just easier to, you know. Of course, I had to put my brother on a leash because he wouldn't stop wandering away. First time I ran away, I think I was 4 or 5. I ran away a lot just to get attention, just so I could get their attention. Um, I don't remember teachers' names. I cannot tell you one friend until probably 7th grade when I met Brian. Hi, Patricia. Good to see you. Good to see you. You know, when I was in 5th grade, I remember explicitly sitting there because my work was done and everybody else always took fucking forever. So I had time to think. And I would sit there and dream up of ways of killing everybody in my class. Um, Usually I was Superman or some kind of hero or something. But I'm not sure if you hear what I'm saying, you know, because I got bullied a lot. In fact, I remember one time in fifth. No, this was 6th grade. Oh, 6th grade. This was all 6th grade. Somebody was picking on a girl, and I couldn't handle it. And I'm like, leave it alone. And you know, he pushed me. I went like 5 feet, but he left her alone. I've always been that way. When I would go into group homes at the age of 14, I would start drinking. I say my first drink is 13, but I think I was drinking before that. My mom used to come home, go upstairs, get drunk, and pass out. I mean, you know, my mom's much better now. She's got probably close to 40 years now of sobriety, so awesome, right? But yeah, I wait for her to pass out, and after I put the kids to sleep, I'd go in there, and I acted like an adult. Grab 2 beers, and I put in a dip. I didn't smoke quite yet, and I'd have 2 beers in an hour. I'd go to bed. Yeah. 13. And even then, 2 didn't. Sure, I felt it, but I wasn't drunk. See, we alcoholics have a high tolerance for alcohol from the very beginning. It's one of the indicators that you have the disease, actually. It's one of the indicators. And I'm getting to this. I'm getting to this. Finally, my parents said, "Hey, Dion, why are you so angry? Why are you so angry all the fucking time? Why are you acting out?" And I told them. I told them the truth. And it started out with, first off, you two have never been around for me. I've been taking care of your children forever. And then mom gets sober, and then all of a sudden you think you guys run the place. You haven't been around for years, and you don't know what the fuck you're doing. And I'm mad at you for it. And if you think I'm going to school, if you think that you're going to be able to control me, you're wrong. See, they created an adult, and then they wanted to take it away from me. That wasn't going to happen. Dion has always done whatever the fuck I want. It does not matter. Okay? I was not born good. Okay? This world treated me like shit. Then came the big cut. You're an alcoholic. More name calling. It was just more name calling. By the time I'm 14, I'm everything fucked up in the world already. I haven't even started my life yet. Okay? Well, my parents didn't like my answer. And a week later, they put me. I went to Comitis Crisis Center first, and then to a place called Mount Airy Psychiatric Center. And I wouldn't be back home on a permanent basis ever again. Okay. Well, from there, I went from the coolness and the easiness of white suburbia, and life would change entirely. I would have to learn survival now. Nobody taught me this. It was thrust upon me at 14 years old, man. It was put on me. Okay? Everybody else in my life wanted to say what the fuck I needed to do, but nobody ever really sat down and gave a fuck about what was going on with me. Not really. I became pretty good friends with the judge, Commissioner Allen. Hey, Commissioner Allen, it's Dion again. Yeah, we saw each other every month, check-ins. I'd do check-ins. I was a ward of the state. And that's actually what this was kind of the final cut for me. I went to court and she said, Dion, Commissioner Allen said, Dion, I noticed your last name is Miller. And you have to go by Miller now. Because that's your legal name. And I'm like, well, can we just, because I grew up with the name Bates. And I'm like, well, can we just change it to Bates? I'm here. Hi, Kathy. Good to see you. Good to see you 2 days in a row. Yay. Hey. Or some, I don't know. I can't keep track of days right now. So, and she said, well, you can do that when you turn 18 if you want to, but you're a ward of the state. And I said, I'm a ward of the state. She said, yep, you sure are. Thank you very much, Commissioner Al, for letting me know that my parents disowned me. And that felt really great. I was pissed. I was pissed. So I went back to Arapahoe shelter where I was at the time, collected my stuff, and fucking left. Went on the run. Yeah. Not sure how long it'd be before they found me, but that's why sometimes I see a lot of these missing persons and stuff, and I think back to my childhood, and I'm like, if somebody would have done that to me, I would have been pissed. I didn't want to be found. Maybe some of these kids are being abused. Maybe that's why they ran away, because they're being abused. That's why I ran, because I was being abused. Maybe not physically, but mentally and emotionally. My parents fucked me up. Right? And the man that raised me wasn't even my father. That guy didn't even want anything to do with me. And he was in the program. Where was my ninth step? You work a program. I never heard from the motherfucker. All right, that's someone else. All right. Now, I could sit here and go through story after story. I tell you some things that'll just make you feel bad for Dion. And I'm not here for pity. No. Even to this day, people talk shit about me, which is fine. Okay. When you recover out loud, that's just kind of how it works. Okay. But there's a lot of people in this world, okay, that I don't trust. Okay. 99.9999% of the people in the world I don't trust. No. I trust that they're human. Okay. Now, what if I made the decision to treat other people the way that I have been treated. Because that's the way I used to do it. Oh, yeah. You treat me bad, fuck around and find out. Because when I was drinking, I didn't work either. I had plenty of time on my hands. I wouldn't do anything. I was too busy drinking. Right? Now, what I am not is a nice person. Okay? I'm not a nice person. Nice people are weak. Okay? I'll be cordial. I can be nice to you, but I'm not a nice person. I'm a good person. I do good things, not nice things. Sometimes it's nice to do nice things, but that can lead to a lot of codependency. Being nice. Okay? How about the fact that this world treated you horribly, and yet you choose to still be a good person? The power behind that is huge. Now, that power is not ours. I'm just using a word so that you understand. That's all. It's not true. It's not true power. Okay? Nobody has any true power. Not in the sense that they think that they do. Okay? Power is fleeting. Doesn't matter who you are, even if you're one of the richest people in the world. We're all just trying to fill that fucking empty hole in our stomach, aren't we? We're all doing it. Not just alcoholics. Now we alcoholics take it to the extreme, right? Okay. Now, did a lot of things do things to me? Sure. Sure they did. Sure they did. And we're not talking about that, right? Because we went through our fourth and our fifth step. We understood that we had to have some level of forgiveness. Okay. Now, honestly, I think it's pretty ridiculous to think I can run around forgiving people, considering what I've done in this world. I don't do forgiving. God does the forgiving. God forgave me. He forgave me for all of my derelictions against his children. Now, he did not render me white as snow. No. Now, what it says is he doesn't render us white as snow and keep us that way without our effort. That's what it says. So some days you are clean as white as snow. You'll have those days where everything's just bam, ba damn, rock and roll. Black Betty, bam, ba damn, Black Betty, bam, ba damn. Love that song. And so we alcoholics recovered, okay? Not even recovered. I don't even need to go that far. But any alcoholic that has made the decision to turn their life around and starts to lead an altruistic life is a person that can make things happen. You can make things happen by walking in the damn room. Right? See, when I walk into a room, I own that motherfucker. Because I have courage. I have courage. And when I say I own that motherfucker, what does that mean? All right. I better kind of tell you what I mean by that. It means that I can go in there and make it better if I need to. It means that I can make peace and harmony, that I can create peace and harmony, not in just my life, but in other people's lives also. Hi, Ingrid. See, it doesn't matter what you do. Whatever you do is going to affect other people. You can't hide from it. You can't hide from it. We tried. We tried to hide from it. And when we hid from it, it got worse. It got worse. Hi, Ingrid. If I died, I say, yeah, I probably did. Yeah, sometimes I know I'll repeat myself, but it's because it's hard to explain, but most of the time it's not me talking. I don't know where half this stuff comes from. I really don't. So every now and then I stop and I say hi, but that's not God speaking through me anymore. That's Dion talking now. And no, it's not that God's taking me over, but it's hard to explain. And I don't want you to think I'm crazy or egotistical or anything. So, but if you know me well enough, you know I am not. I'm really just going for what's right there, right? So look at all this crap life threw at you, and you have every you want, and we don't, but just listen to it, all right? And we have every right to be angry, and we have every right to you know, but do we? Yeah, too late. I already said too late. You're right. It came out of your mouth, Dion. Ingrid knows me well enough. Yeah. Hey, I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, my friends. I know I'm crazy, but I'm a good crazy. I am. You hang out with me too long, you might get well. Okay. Be the person that disturbs the peace. Oh, you're comfortable in your sobriety. Well, fuck, you better get the work done. Be the person that's always moving forward. If you are that person, you do that with your actions, the people around you, they'll follow you. They may resist. They'll even say, yeah, whatever. But it's sooner or later, they will do what you do. I'm watching my whole family change. Watching it. Not my own brothers and sisters and stuff, but Shannon's side of the family. Woo, there are some. God is God is making some statements. Okay. I'm the kind of person where it doesn't matter who shows up at my door. If you come to my door and you need help, I'm going to help you. Doesn't matter whether I like you or not. I won't. Okay. Because I'm a good person. Now, if I was a nice person, I'd be like, no, you hurt my feelings and da 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 da. I got to put up those boundaries. Well, you know, when somebody needs help, those boundaries are not the answer. Now, it may turn around and that person turns around and ends up stabbing you in the back again. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Right? You might be the only good example of AA that somebody else might see. Okay? Okay? Drugs are bad. Okay? I don't like that show, but I can do like half the voices. God damn it, Kitty. That's my chili pepper. All right. It's the only one I'm doing. God damn it, Kitty. It's fun. Oh, okay. You might be, you know, so instead of running around starting fights, causing confusion, you know, I get addicted to something. I still kind of am, and it's drama. I was addicted to drama, mostly your drama. Because see, if I focused on your drama, then I could get away. But yeah, I learned that from being in an alcoholic family. See? You got to be careful. See, when you have a horse thief and you teach him more skills, what you have is a better horse thief. That's what they did to me when I was 14. I was a horse thief. Actually, I didn't steal. I didn't steal things. Okay. I stole things from stores all the time. It was so easy. I was always stealing shit. There was one time I asked my Mom, I got a couple of dollars. Yeah, yay, got a sale. Whoop, whoop. Get that sale. Get that sale. Used to have a bell. Dong, dong, dong. I do not miss sales at all. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Who else? Who else is over this? I am. I know I am. You know, whew. Now the thing is yeah, this is a hard one. It's a tough one. Okay, because at the same time, for the grace of God, go I. Ugh. Okay, I have people that are. I have people that work in the field that are. Yeah, I would say most of it. And when I say the field, I mean the recovery field. And 95% of these people are passive aggressive. They have no idea how to be assertive. Okay. And it's just a bunch of appeasement. I'm sorry you feel that way. You're gonna be real fucking sorry I feel a certain way you keep saying that. When I did my exit interview that I had to beg for from Aurora Mental Health. Mental Health. I had a lot of things I needed to say. You know what the number one thing they said was? I'm sorry you feel that way. And I'm thinking to myself, no, you don't. You do not feel sorry. I'm not looking for your sympathy. I'm not looking for your sympathy. I am stating a fact of something that needs to change. And you are not listening. Oh, I'm sorry you feel that way. So I get it. It's hard. It's hard. It really is. So, yeah, honesty. Let's get to honesty. Okay. And this will go with it. This will go with it. Okay. So, if I am honest with myself right now, I'm going to be honest with myself right now. How is Dion doing? Well, Dion's okay. He's dealing with a couple deaths. Yes, a couple. Um, he's got some great things going on in his life. He's got a, I'm working on this sober living, which at this point is actually scaring the crap out of me. I get scared, man. When you do it alone and you don't hear from people and stuff, you wonder, and it gets a little scary, right? I'm trying to take care of this house by myself. I got 8 cats. I miss my wife. Usually there's at least kids in the house, and there hasn't been anybody for the last couple of days, and it's affected me a little bit, right? So, how do I work with these things? Well, I go do good things. It's what I do. I'll come on here and speak where I'm coming from. You'd be amazed how many people love to hear about how I'm going through this and what I did to get out of it. That's doing good. That's doing good. What else good things can I do today? Well, I can work on cleaning the house so that when everybody gets back, I can continue cleaning the house so that when everybody gets back, it's nice and clean for when they get back from their road trip, right? Because my kids and my wife are in Texas. My wife isn't coming home till Sunday. My kids will be back tomorrow. I'll be putting them to work They don't know it yet. All right. Sorry. Every I'm going down from I'm on duloxetine, and I'm going down from 20 milligrams to 10. Okay, and I'm not getting brain zaps. Yay. But I am feeling a little, yeah. The other thing that keeps happening is my brain just stops. It's like, I'm done. Right. Um, so when we are a people who's had a life of adversity, and your life has been adversity. If you're an alcoholic, you like me, you didn't grow up in the same home as your brothers and sisters. It was a different home for you. Okay. I, I'm trying to do this without sounding religious. So if you could just take it for what it is, that would be cool. That would be cool. All right. It's going to sound a little religious. Devil wanted my ass. I almost feel like I was born evil, bad, you know? Hi, Daryl. Good to see you, brother. You're not late. A wizard comes when they choose. A wizard is never late. They are always on time. So you get to be the wizard today. So Daryl's the wizard today. What the fuck was I talking? Okay. Okay. Again, It's just because I don't have better words. All right. Now, this evil was reinforced by bedwetting, um, people picking on me. Uh, the one thing that really used to get to me is my brother and his friend used to put street signs in my bed, and what they were doing is they were making fun of my bedwetting. They also called me Peon Dion. Peon Dion masturbates. That was my name growing up because my last name was Bates. When the toy came out, oh man, the Wizard of Oz. Thank you. I know exactly. Thank you. Right. And even earlier, I was saying by sixth grade, I was having thoughts of killing people, my own classmates. I wanted them dead because they'd hurt me. So when I found alcohol, that switch, and I knew I was an alcoholic already. Okay. So I drank on the fuckets from the very beginning. Okay. And this would continue to get reinforced. Oh, Dion, you are bad. So we're going to put you away. We're going to put you in homes until you decide what you're going to do. Right. And at one point I was doing great. I felt like I could go home, but we're not going to go over that. So what happened is then I got emancipated. And then by the time I was 17, I was living on Skid Row. Okay. So my life from the time I was born until I was 18 was hell. It I could tell you a few good things that happened in my life during that time. My grandmother, my aunt, my auntie. That's it. Okay. But I have a lot more memories that are scars. I carry a lot of internal battle scars, right? And so do you. Going for pity. That's not what we're going for here. But notice how that evil gets reinforced by stigma. You're a bad person. So therefore, there will be consequences. There will be consequences. Oh, Daryl, I know you meant you. but I'm hopping on the train. I'm hopping on the I'm hopping on the rails to the crazy train. Plus, I'd rather be on the crazy train with you because we'd have a lot more fun. All right. But you see how that got reinforced by my parents, by society, by counselors, therapists, all these people telling me how bad I was. How bad, Dion, you're just bad. When you do that to somebody, you know what they're going to think? You're bad, right? Now, what happened when I started drinking is I no longer gave a fuck. Before that, I actually didn't really like hurting people. In fact, if you hurt somebody, I would say something. I was that person, even if I got punched for it. Okay. But at least you wouldn't be picking on them anymore because I can handle you. You're just a dumbass in my book. Right. And even when I got I remember I was in this place called Gemini Shelter, and everybody kept complaining about this kid he was bullying everybody, uh, like grabbing girls' boobs and stuff. Right. And we had what was called the common room. It was a big room, and there were windows all the way across so that you could see everything going on in there. And he was talking to me, talking some smack to me. And I saw a counselor coming by, so I talked shit about his mother. And he hit me, and he went to jail. Took care of the problem. I knew exactly what I was doing. I've been removing bullies for years. You bet. But then I became one. Then I became one. I was very good at it. Okay. Now, this was all, like I said, this was all reinforced. Then at 18, I found the Phoenix concept. Ray Hayworth entered my life. Okay. And I'm going to tell you, I accidentally walked in there. There was no accident about it. March 16th, 1989. I had nowhere to go. There was nothing left. Nothing left. I was walking down Lawrence Street. I knew I wasn't going to get a bed. It was 5 o'clock at night. Salvation Army, at that point, you're not going to get a bed. Okay. So I was looking at sleeping on the street that night again. Step 13 had kicked me out. Well, I wasn't following the rules. Okay. And there was a guy who was walking in front of me. You too, Ingrid. Love you. And I noticed he was carrying a 6-pack. Right? Turned out to be a 6-pack of Pepsi, by the way. But in my mind, 6-pack. Okay. Now my brain isn't even thinking you're on Skid Row. You're thinking 6-pack. That's how fucked up the shit is. He turns around, he looks at me, he goes, "Are you okay, dude?" And I said, "No, I'm not." And I told him what was going on with him. He said, "Go with me." And we went about, I don't know, 20, 30 more feet. And we go to this building and it's dark. I'm like, where the fuck are we going? And he opens the door and all this bright light just comes out into the street because the Phoenix concept door opens outward. It was different. It didn't open inward like other doors. I walk in, I hear people laughing. I look up and I see the AA symbol and I think to myself, well, fuck, they got me again. Smile at that. It's a good one. All right. I stayed for the 5:30 meeting. I have a choice. I put my last money in the basket. I had nothing left. Then it turned out that this was a halfway house for homeless alcoholics, and I stayed. I have a choice. 2 weeks later, they came to me. They said, "Yeah, if we would have known you were 18, we would have never let you in. But you're here." This was nothing but God changing. And then we make a decision. We make a decision at one point. People talk all the time. Oh, you can't get sober for anybody else. You can't get sober for anybody else. Yeah, I'm going to tell you, I've worked with thousands of alcoholics, and the number one way that I get them sober is by making them realize they're hurting everybody in their fucking life. It's when they hear that. Them dying means nothing anymore. It says in the big book, we do these things in order to stay alive. I don't want to live. Oh, I was trying to die. Right? And it turns out that when I drink, the way that I drink, we call it suicide on the installment plan. So what happened? Well, God and nature abhor, they abhor suicide. Well, no wonder this was so uncomfortable. I was going against every moral fiber I had. And it turned out I wasn't the person that I was. I was fooled. I'd been fooled for so many years. Now, this is on me. It has to be. By the time you reach a certain age, you got to stop blaming everybody else for who you are. You got to stop. Okay? I had to put down some rules for myself. Number one, everyone is a child of God. Number two, don't hurt God's children. And if you do, apologize. Very simple. It's straightforward. And one of the most difficult things in the world to do, to accomplish, to get there. Okay? So, according to the standards of what everybody else thinks, we are evil. Incarnate. We're like we are the scrap heap of life. We get called hopeless and chronic. Now it's disorders. You know, how many names are you going to call us? Okay. I'm okay with alcoholic. I'd be fine with drunk, but I don't want to be called disorder. That's just more name calling. No thanks, SAMHSA. No thanks, NADAC. Okay. We don't need the government in recovery. In fact, the more they're in it, the worse it's going to be. But that's a different topic. And we all know how I feel about that, right? So when we did all of this, yeah, I stayed for me. This was the order in which it happened. When I came in, I didn't love me. And this is the second time. First time, I was 18 and I hadn't done so many disgusting things that I hated myself. But at 45, I hated myself. Okay? There's a slogan in AA. And that slogan is fake it till you make it. And we all do it. You gotta fake it till you make it. So that's what I did. I stuck around and I let the group love me. I let my wife, my parents, all of you, I let all of you love me until I could learn how to love myself. Now, that's usually around the third step, my friends. That's why it's so important. That's where the change is made. Oh, I've got to take care of me first, but think of other people while I'm doing it. Sobriety, any reason at all. Recovery, you got to do it for yourself. There's no other way. That's why I like the separation of sobriety and recovery, because they're two different things. They're two different things. Any alcoholic that says that sobriety is enough still has an alcoholic mind. It's not enough. But gosh, it's a great start. It's a really good start. You know, I was talking to my wife earlier, and this is going to be a hard story to tell because of names. Okay, but there's somebody that's been in her life for a very long time that's been trying to get off the alcohol. And yesterday she was listening to my live and they were listening in. And now they want to do something about it. That wasn't by accident. That is attraction, not promotion. That is principles before personalities. That is God giving me another gift for being good. And every day I choose It's a choice. I choose to be good because I know how dangerous I am. You know, I can be good, right? See, the thing is, I'm very, very dangerous. So what I do is I bring that back. I reel it back. I bring it back. I bring it back here. And I choose to do that so I can be good. Yeah, that's the hard part where they say, well, anyone could look in the mirror. You know, I couldn't look at myself in the mirror for years. No, I didn't even shave a lot because I didn't want to look at myself. Um, Now, what he's saying is that it's a good thing. It's a good thing that he looked in the mirror and was like, no, no, no longer acceptable. My behavior is no longer acceptable. That's what it was for me. That's what it was for me. I looked in my wife's eyes and she was in a lot of pain and it was me. So when I talk to a new guy and I'll act like I'm fucking 12 years old, special the beers, such alcoholic thinking. Thanks, Amber. Actually, that's very solution oriented. I totally forgot what I was saying. Give me a second. I might remember it. I've discussed a lot of stuff. I don't remember it. I don't remember what I was saying. So, but I have been live for 50 minutes or 48 minutes now. So, probably a good time to go ahead and wrap it up. Oh, that's what we were. That's right. That is a good place to be because you know what we call that? Call it the psychic change. That's right. I looked at my wife's eyes. I knew it was on me, man. I had to make a change. And when when alcoholics, oh, that's what I was saying. When I talk to people, right? And I'll act like I'm 12, 13 years old again. And I'll tell them, you want to know the best present I gave my mommy? I didn't say mom. I said mommy. You bet your ass. She's not my mother. She's my mommy. I'm 2 years old when I'm around that lady. You want to know the best present I ever gave my mommy? My favorite auntie, my grandma, my children, my wife? Sobriety. Yeah. Did you know? You know what? I didn't know some of them, but they were all up every fucking night, wondering if they were going to get a phone call at 3 o'clock in the morning that I'm dead in a fucking ditch. Or even worse, that I'm in jail because I killed somebody's little girl. Now I do it's all intentionally, even right down to the little girl. What am I doing? I'm making them realize something. Am I making them feel bad and guilty? Yes, I am, because it needs depth and weight. This is a serious fucking program. And when they come in, no, it's not okay. That's the problem. But it will be. Put yourself in the herd. We can give you hope today, right now, if you want it. But you got to be willing to take it. Yeah, anytime it rang. Now they don't have to do that anymore. Do you know how freeing that is for them? Well, if you have children, you understand. You get it. Yeah. Now put yourself in their shoes, man. And now, and after everything that you've gone through, everything that's happened in your life, you're choosing to be a good person. It's a fucking miracle, man. Fucking miracle. All right. I gotta pee. So I'm gonna go. I love you all. Thanks y'all for being here. We had a lot of people today. On off. At one point it was at 7 people. So I'm just going to do a wide net. Thank you everybody for being here. I appreciate it. What a great life. I love you. Peace out.